How you doing? This is Joe from survivethewild.us. Me and my brother just going for a walk in the woods across the street from our house where we live, and I'm just going to eat some stuff on the trail. So I'm going to start with, first thing I see is pine needles off these little sprouts, whatever you want to call them, you know, a couple feet high. They taste like straw at first, but then when you start chewing them, they taste actually pretty good, whereas the older ones are a little too piney right from the get. So anyways, I'm just going to grab a pretty good handful here, and I'm just going to eat these while I'm walking until I get to the next source of food, and I'll see you then. Thank you. I don't have to do that because that goes at the beginning of the segment, because this will actually be edited. It won't be like separate things. You know what I'm saying?
Go for it.
Hello. These are sweet ferns. They're not really like a fern. They're more like a small bush. Like they actually have a little thing. But they can grow up to, like, you know, 3 or 4 feet high. But they're very distinctive. They have a fern-like leaf, and they smell very aromatic. You cannot eat these, but you can make a really nice tea with them. You probably could eat them, but I don't know, and I don't eat them. But there's other sources of food out, so you don't have to eat them. But I'm going to take some for later to make some tea. But I'm also going to do something I like to do. I'm going to just chew them up with my teeth and make a dip pack, and suck on it as I walk, and it helps get the saliva in your mouth, and you know, you don't get so parched. Okay, sweet fern.
Go.
How you doing? I already ate the pine needles that I had in my hand. Now I'm going to stop and get these little baby spruce leaves. You can eat them even if they're green, dark green. You know, they got plenty of liquid in them and stuff. But these, yeah, that's what you're looking for. These guys are tasty to the point of addiction. I eat them all the time. I love them. As I'm going down the trail, I just grab them and I eat them, and they're wicked tasty. They got tons of vitamin C and tons of liquid in them. By the way, forgot to mention before when I started that it's afternoon right now, and I haven't had anything to eat at home or anything before we came out here. So I'm pretty hungry, so I'm motivated to get food. Okay. Alright, back up or get on this side of me or something so I can record.
Wait a minute. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh. Hey guys, doing? You just missed, I had a gardener snake on my foot. I'm trying to get the camera out, and the little sucker went away, man. I was hoping I was going to get a good little meal out of that. But we've been collecting acorns. A little bit of raspberries back there. This is a sulfur shell. It's also called chicken of the woods. I have not actually eaten this, but I'm going to eat it right now without cooking it. I'm just going to eat it. They say the tips, it tastes like chicken, they say, and the tips, like the front portion here, that's more tender, is edible. It's got small pores on the bottom. You can see it. I don't know if you can see that. It's actually very, very small pores. But anyways, this is supposed to be one of the most distinctive mushrooms in the woods. So far, this is the only one that I will attempt to eat. I've not tried any others. I don't feel confident that I can identify them yet. But right now, I'm going to try these out.
Tastes like chicken?
Maybe if it was cooked, it would taste like chicken. But it's definitely palatable. It's not like a lot of foods are, you know, like high tannic acid and wicked, you know, piney and things like that. But no, I'm gonna take a couple pieces here. I'm gonna eat it on the trail, so I get to the next food source. Hopefully, I find a snake. That would make me happy. I would have cooked them up on a stick for you. All right, we got to a swamp, and gonna eat some of the acorns that we've gathered on a fire that I started. I was gonna do reeds and cattails, but unfortunately, it's dried up. We haven't had rain in like 17 days, and all that's left is that little pool of crap with fish dying in it and stuff. And I'm not drinking that. I've got a little 1 quart of canteen that I've already taken a sip off of, so I'm going to use just enough water to cook up my acorns and take some of the tannic acid out of it. What I'm doing is I'm scrapping the bad ones. Here's a brown one. Not all browns are bad, but here's a brown one where the top has been eaten out, and you can tell it's rancid inside. So don't eat it if it looks bad. White oaks are the acorns that you can eat, where the cap is just a small portion of the actual nut. A black oak has too much tannic acid in it, and the cap actually comes down and covers like a half or more, so there's only a little nub coming out. So if you see a large acorn like that with just a little cap, that's the kind that you can eat. And what I'm doing, I'm just breaking them, you know, taking the here, I'll just do one. Taking the top off my teeth, like that, splitting it, and then just cutting off a side so I can get my finger around the nut, breaking the nut up so that the water will get inside the tannic acid. You can eat these raw if you have to, but it tastes like a strong wasabi. You know, it's a little bit tannic. I got some of the sweet ferns in there, some spruce leaves and some pines, and I'm just gonna boil it all up and until it's ready to eat. Then I'm gonna eat it. Tidbit of knowledge: one small handful of acorns has approximately the same amount of protein as a pound of hamburger, or so I'm told. So anyways, I hope to get some sustenance out of this. I was hoping to get a bigger meal with reeds and cattails, but maybe another time. But I'm hungry right now. I gotta eat. Hey, how you doing? I'm done my food. We put rocks and stuff on the fire. I'm just gonna eat these acorns out of here. They should be pretty edible now. It's, you know, some of the tannic acid boiled out of them. Ooh, hot. And then we're gonna get out of here because you see behind us, there's a storm coming in. Luckily for us, we got ponchos in our packs. But I'm hungry. Hold on. Ow. I'm gonna have to edit that out.
Want a spoon?
How to spear an acorn with a...
My spork's in right in my bag.
Oh, I got a spork too. There we go. Oh, well, the sweet fern. There you go. There's a nut. Gobble-de-gobble. Actually has a sweet taste to it. Huh. No apple. Whoa. Little bit of a tannic acid aftertaste, but that's completely palatable. I've had some that I literally could not even get down, and it wasn't happening. Yeah, okay. We'll get some protein out of this.